Welcome to Shark Week, where I make my wife steak because it's that time in the month. I guess eating a steak on your period helps replenish the iron from blood loss, and I think it worked last month, so let's try again. Now, this girl doesn't really like steak, so to help disguise it, I'm gonna make a creamy bulldog ramen with steak and eggs. So first things first, I got my eggs soft boiled, peeled, and dunked in this sauce to marinate, so while that sits, I'm gonna get started on making the steak. Now look, you might think I'm doing this just to get rid of her cramps, but I'm also secretly doing it in hopes of one day finally making this girl like steak so I can eat it more often. I'm just kidding, but also not really. But anyways, once I got my steak perfectly cooked, I'm gonna set it aside to rest, and while it does, I'm gonna get started on the final step of the process to make the noodles for our ramen. Now, if I'm being completely honest, this is my first time making this type of ramen despite it being all over my feed the last couple of years. So apparently all it takes is boiling the noodles for about 5 minutes and then combining the sauce packets it comes with a few other ingredients like garlic, Japanese mayo, a couple egg yolks, and some leftover pasta water, and just like that, our sauce is made. Now look, the last thing to do is cut open our perfectly marinated jammy eggs, toss on our steak with some green onions, and finally our ramen is done. Look, all I gotta say is if this doesn't help her period, then I don't know what will. It's probably too soon to know, but she said it was a 10 out of 10, so follow me if you want to help you and your girl this time of the month.